Good morning, and this is a warm-up for my seated class. So good morning everyone. It is Wednesday, it's the 25th today, and we're on day 3 of this lockdown, or is it day 2? Anyway, most of us have been inside for some time, so we're going to keep moving, and we're going to just make sure we don't get stiff. We're going to keep those muscles really strong. But remember, if you are feeling unwell, or if you just don't feel up to it today, please don't push yourself. Little bit of movement, great, but don't push yourself. So just always choose the easier options if you're not feeling up to it. And if you're feeling a little bit more lively, then you can take some of the more challenging options. So I've got our chair for our warm-up, because this is for the balance classes and the seated and standing classes. So if you do want to stand up, then be my guest. But I'm hoping you can see me. You may struggle to see my feet a little bit, but let's see what we can do. So I'm going to bring my chair a little bit closer. We'll do some upper body work first, and then we'll move into the lower body. So we're going to think about sitting on a nice good chair, like a dining chair, and we're going to sit slightly forwards in that chair so we can get both feet on the floor. We've got a little bit of a gap between our backs, so we're going to avoid slumping. So we're going to use these core muscles. So into our working position, we're going to think about really lengthening this space here between the base of the ribs and the top of your pelvis. And then we're going to relax the shoulders down, look straight ahead. We're going to squeeze these shoulders up, and we're going to relax the shoulders down. I do declare I need to move over a little bit. Don't feel you have to do that. And again, we're going to squeeze those shoulders up, breathe in, and as you breathe out, just let those shoulders relax down. Good. So it's a really useful exercise to breathe out at the moment. A lot of us feeling a little bit anxious, maybe a little bit worried about what's going to happen. It's going to be okay. So we're going to breathe out. Good. And we're going to think about that lovely blue sky outside today. And then we're going to roll these shoulders. Good. That's excellent. Up to the ears and relax them back down. And remember, if these shoulders are painful, just make the movements a bit smaller. You can leave anything out. And then we're going to relax those shoulders down. And let's see if we can do a little bit of warm up for this part of the body. So we're just going to take a little twist away from center. We're going to come back to center, relax the shoulders. We're going to do the same on the other side. So it's not about how far you can go. Remember, it's about listening to what's going on in here and just getting a little bit of movement. So this is the sort of movement we need when we're rolling over in bed, when we're turning around to pick something up. Seat belts, putting on the seat belts in the car. So we're going to bring it back to center. We're just going to shake those arms out a little bit. And you might not be able to see my legs too well, but what we're going to do is just start to walk on the spot. You can hear my son in the background. Okay, you can hear my son in the background. Unfortunately, silence is not what it used to be. Okay, and then we're going to bring those feet down. Okay, let's just see if we can take a little push away from center. So if I was turned to the side, it's going to look like this. We're looking straight ahead, little push out and back. Let's not overdo it. Let's not overdo it. And then we're just going to bring these arms back. We're going to relax it down, take that little squeeze up, and then just let these arms relax down. Now we're going to draw this tummy button in. There's Sam the dog, star of the show. And we're just going to lift the rib cage out of the hips, lengthen through that spine. So this is all about that lower back. Now as you do this, watch out what happens to this hip. It shouldn't be lifting off the chair. Good. It shouldn't be lifting off the chair. That's it. So we're just gently warming up that lower back. Gently warming up that lower back. Let's do one more on this side. That's brilliant. And then we're going to come all the way up. Now, we've done quite a bit. Let's see if we can do just something for this head and neck. So we're going to drop the chin down towards the chest. We're going to lift that head up, and we're just going to relax these shoulders. Let's do that again. So we can breathe out as we do this. And then we're going to lift that head up again. Now this time, keeping that chin nice and parallel, we're going to turn that head, we're going to look over the shoulder one way, nice and easy does it. Let's go that way again, okay? So let's just turn the head and we're just really gently warming up that neck. Let's do that one more time. So we want to make sure all these joints, we're going to go this way now, don't get too stiff because you're not coming to class. And I know lots of you will be keen to get out into the garden. And some of you may be not so keen to get out in the garden. I know a few of those. And then we're going to bring it back to centre. So we're just going to drop that chin, bring that head up. Then we're going to look at this shoulder. Gently does it. Look at that shoulder. And then we're going to bring it up. We're going to look at this shoulder. Look at this shoulder. And then bring it up. Okay. We're just going to see if we can just get these arms moving. You can hear my feet possibly, but my feet are going as well. But arms and legs, or just arms, or just legs, whatever you feel comfortable. Now, we're going to settle these feet. I'm going to move my chair backwards so you can see my feet, hopefully. It's a bit dark in this room, but it is quiet-ish, okay? Otherwise, we'll be disturbed by the rest of the Tagg household. So again, in that working position, we're just going to see if we can move these feet. I'm going to take the chair back a little bit more. Okay, so if you can't see my legs, I do apologise. Maybe what I need to do is just roll my trousers up a little bit. There's pleasant. You can see my ankles. Okay, so we're just going to walk on the spot. And then we're going to take the feet a little bit wider. We're going to bring those feet back to hip width apart. Good. We're going to take those feet a little bit wider, fiddling around with my trousers, and we're going to come back to hip width apart. And then we're going to see if we can lift the heels off the floor. So I'm going to show you to the side. We're going to see if we can lift those heels up and keep the balls of the feet on the floor. Lift the heels up, heels on the floor. We're going to lift those heels up, then we're going to bring them down, then we're going to take that heel-toe action. So we're going to take heel and toe. And imagine you've spilt some coffee, tea, red wine on the carpet, and you're just trying to touch the stain. Good. And then we'll do the same on the other foot. We'll do the same on the other foot. So we're going to take that heel-toe action, keeping that nice long back. It's tempting to sort of do that, isn't it? We'll see if we can do that. Okay, this is all good for balance. And then we're going to bring it in. And then we're going to see if we can just take that little walk on the spot again. Arms and legs, off we go. And then we'll see if we can take that into a little bit of a punch forwards. We're going to punch down. We're going to punch forwards. Let's see if we can punch up. Good. 4, forwards, 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, let's roll those shoulders. And here is Tagg, the beautiful dog. We're going to think about now just doing a couple of little stretches. So, before we stretch out this upper body, we're going to just see if we can just push forwards again, but also we're going to draw those shoulder blades together as we come back. So we're pushing those hands forwards, and then as if we were rowing, squeezing those shoulder blades together. We're going to push, we're going to squeeze. We're going to push, stretch out those fingers, we're going to squeeze. We're going to push, and we're going to squeeze. We're going to roll those shoulders up and down. And then we're going to draw that tummy button in. We're going to lift the chest over those knees. We're going to peep at your toes. I'm going to peep at the dog. And then we're going to walk these hands back. We're going to roll the hands nice and tall. So this long back. So we're just stretching out this lower back here. So we're lifting that chest over the thighs. And then we're just going to lift that chest, almost roll through the spine. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Just stretching out that lower back and then using those back muscles to bring you all the way back up. Fantastic. Now, let's see if we can take one foot in front of us. Now, what you might be able to see and what you might not be able to see is that if we're too far back in the chair, we sort of can't get the heel down. So let's make sure we're in that working position. We're going to take that heel to the floor and we're just going to draw that toe up to the ceiling. So we're just getting a bit of length in those calf muscles. And if you get cramp at night, this is a really good thing to do while you're lying down. Just draw that toe to the knee. Let's see if we can do the same on the other side. Okay. Superb. And then we're going to see if we can bring in a little bit of thigh. So we're going to take that foot in front of us, keeping the back nice and tall. We're just going to gently bring that chest towards the straight leg. We're going to bring it all the way up. So we're not holding these for a long time because this is our warm-up. And we're going to do that. Excellent. Now we're going to come all the way up. We're just going to take a little walk on the spot. And then we're going to relax the arms, relax the legs. Now, we're going to see if we can take this hand and we're going to walk it down that back. Okay, so we're looking like this. We're just going to hold that stretch of the shoulders and the arms, and then we're going to bring it down. We're going to do the same on the other side. Walk that hand over that shoulder, gently support that stretch, and we're going to bring it down. And then we'll just shake these arms out a little bit. Good stuff. Now I'm going to show you this one sideways. So we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to bring those hands around to the back of that chair. Then I'm looking at you, but I'm going to look straight ahead. Straight ahead. Draw those shoulders down. Draw those shoulder blades together. And then we're going to release. And we're going to walk it out again. Good. Okay. Let's walk it out. Let's see if we can add some little toe taps. So we're going to tap out and back. We're going to tap out and back. Good. Out and back and out and back. We can add that bicep curl. Good. Or we can just do one or the other. Back and out. We're going to bring those feet in. We're going to take some little side steps. Good. Step together. We're going to go 5. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feel free to do a few more of those ones if you feel you need it. Now we're going to finish off just by taking those feet hip width apart. We're going to relax the shoulders and we're going to get ourselves ready for the main section. So if you need a sip of water, or if that is you today, if that's all you wanted to do, then that will be absolutely fine. It's a little bit of movement to keep you mobile, keep the arms and legs moving, keep the core muscles strong as well. So if you are moving on to the main section, we're going to do that next, and it'll be on a different link. Bye. Oh, I've got a helper.